Breaking news. Key decisions ahead for the Falcons. Big updates are coming out of Atlanta as the Falcons face critical decisions this offseason. There's a lot to unpack, but before we dive into the details, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for daily updates. Stay in the loop with all things Atlanta Falcons. Now, let's get into today's hot topic. Recent reports suggest the Falcons are at a crossroads with veteran defensive lineman David Onyemata. While Onyemata has been a solid run defender since joining the team, his pass rushing numbers haven't been as impressive. Add to that his hefty $6.925 million cap hit for 2025, and the team might be looking to move on. If Atlanta decides to part ways with Onyemata, they could save over $8 million in cap space with a pre-June 1st cut, or a whopping $10.5 million with a post-June 1st designation. That's a big chunk of money they could use to improve other parts of the roster during free agency. However, it's not an easy decision. At 32 years old, Onyemata still plays a crucial role as one of the league's top run defenders. He was brought in from the Saints a few off-seasons ago, along with linebacker Caden Ellis, to strengthen the defense. While Ellis has been effective in boosting the pass rush, Onyemata hasn't had the same impact. The Falcons now face a tough question. Is he worth keeping, especially with his cap hit set to rise? Some experts, including Bleacher Report, believe cutting Onyemata could free up opportunities for younger players like Rook Orhorhoro and Brandon Dorlus, both 2024 draft picks. These rookies didn't get much playing time last season, and some argue Onyemata's presence held them back. On the flip side, others believe they haven't done enough to earn their snaps yet. It's a decision that could shape the Falcons' defense for years to come. What do you think? Should the Falcons stick with Onyemata or invest in their younger talent? Big questions for the Falcons: youth versus experience. The big question for the Falcons is whether their young talents like Rook Orhorhoro and Brandon Dorlus are ready to step up in 2025. Moving on from David Onyemata isn't just about freeing up cap space, it's about finding someone who can match his effectiveness at stopping the run. If Orhorhoro and Dorlus are ready to take the next step, cutting Onyemata might make sense. But if they're not, the Falcons could end up with a major hole in their defense, especially when it comes to stopping the run. Adding to the complexity is the situation with Grady Jarrett, another veteran defensive lineman who has been a cornerstone of the team for years. While there's some talk about Jarrett potentially being cut, his case is different. He's not just a player, he's the heart and soul of this defense. The decision around Jarrett comes with emotional weight, whereas Onyemata's situation is more about finances and performance. If the Falcons are committed to getting younger on the defensive line, parting ways with Onyemata could be the first move. But what do you think, Falcons fans? Is it time to let the younger players take the spotlight, or is it too risky to lose a proven run stopper when there are still gaps to fill? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Looking ahead, the future of the Falcons' offense. Now, let's shift gears and talk about a player who could become the centerpiece of Atlanta's offense in 2025, quarterback Penix Jr. Last season, Penix Jr. gave fans a glimpse of his potential during his 3 starts. While it was a small sample size, there's plenty of reason to feel excited about his future. As he prepares for his first full season as the starting quarterback, the buzz is building. Bradley Locker of Pro Football Focus even named Penix Jr. as one of the NFL's top breakout prospects for 2025. With his strong arm and sharp decision-making, he could be exactly what the Falcons need to take their offense to the next level. What are your expectations for Penix Jr. this season? Can he lead the Falcons to new heights? Let us know your predictions. Penix Jr. The future looks bright for the Falcons. Falcons fans have plenty of reasons to be excited about Penix Jr. According to Bradley Locker, Penix's performance in his limited opportunities last season was nothing short of impressive. Over the final 3 weeks of the season, Penix earned an 84.0 PFF passing grade, ranking 8th among qualified quarterbacks. Even more thrilling was his 8.85% big throw rate, which placed him 3rd in the league during that stretch. For a rookie who stepped into the starting role late in the year, These numbers are incredibly promising. Let's break this down. Yes, Penix did throw 3 interceptions, but one of them wasn't entirely his fault. It came off a dropped pass by Kyle Pitts that could have easily been a touchdown. Mistakes like these can skew the stats, but the bigger picture shows Penix was efficient. He made just 2 truly turnover-worthy plays on 108 dropbacks, a level of balance that's rare for a young quarterback. The potential for growth is what's truly exciting. Penix averaged 7.4 yards per pass and 12.7 yards per completion in his appearances, showing he's not afraid to push the ball downfield. His 58.1% completion rate might seem low, but with a full offseason to prepare as the team's starter, that number is expected to climb. Many rookie quarterbacks improve their accuracy with experience, and Penix has all the tools to follow that trend. The Falcons' offensive core will remain intact in 2025, which is crucial for Penix's development. With stars like Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Bijan Robinson, along with a reliable offensive line, the pieces are in place for Penix to succeed. A full offseason of first-team reps will help him build even stronger chemistry with these playmakers, a scary prospect for opposing defenses. While the Falcons still have work to do on the defensive side, the offense is shaping up to be dynamic. Penix has a real chance to lead one of the league's most exciting units next season, and the expectations couldn't be higher. What do you think, Falcons fans? Is Penix Jr. ready to take the team to the next level? Let us know your thoughts. Penix Jr. and the Falcons' defensive makeover. If Penix Jr. can build on his strong finish in 2024, the Falcons might finally have their franchise quarterback for years to come. Falcons fans, what do you think? Are you ready to see Penix take flight in 2025? Do you believe he has what it takes to elevate this offense to the next level? Now, let's shift gears and talk about a hot topic: the role Raheem Morris is expected to play in shaping the Falcons' defense. Let's be honest, Atlanta's defense has struggled for years. 4 defensive coordinators in 5 seasons is a recipe for inconsistency, and progress has been hard to come by. Enter Jeff Ulbrich, who technically returns as the 5th coordinator in that same time frame. Falcons fans might remember Ulbrich's brief tenure as coordinator when Morris served as interim head coach in 2020. During that stretch, the defense was respectable, ranking 14th in scoring defense and allowing just 23 points per game. Since then, it's been a mixed bag. Ulbrich spent time with the Jets, where his defense had bright moments, ranking 8th in success rate and 4th in yards allowed per play. However, things fell apart after Robert Saleh left, raising concerns about Ulbrich's ability to maintain consistency. Now back in Atlanta, fans are understandably skeptical. Is this another case of hiring someone familiar, or can the Morris-Ulbrich duo finally deliver results? Here's the twist. Raheem Morris might need to take a bigger role on defense than expected. While Ulbrich is the coordinator, Morris has every reason to stay heavily involved in game planning. After all, his job could depend on it. In 2024, the Falcons' defense finished 23rd in scoring, 31st in sacks, and 25th in defensive EPA. But there was a spark of hope after the Week 12 bye. Atlanta's defense ranked 2nd in sacks over the final stretch of the season, recording 21. That late-season improvement is something to build on. What's the path forward? Morris needs to double down on what worked late in the season. A hands-on approach to game planning, and potentially even play calling, could be the key. This isn't about undermining Ulbrich. It's about ensuring the defense steps up when it matters most. The stakes are high heading into 2025. The NFC South is wide open, and the Falcons have been vocal about their goal to claim the division. But talk is cheap. To make it happen, the defense must stop being a liability. The Falcons have poured resources into their defense through free agency and the draft, but the results haven't matched the investment. Morris and Ulbrich need to find ways to maximize the talent on this roster. Success will depend on continuity, creativity, and accountability. With the offense bringing back its key players, all eyes will be on the defense. If things don't improve, Morris could find himself updating his resume this time next year. What do you think, Falcons fans? Should Raheem Morris take on a bigger role in shaping the defense? Can Ulbrich turn this unit around? Or are we in for another season of struggles on that side of the ball? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates. Go Falcons!